Nothing like a little early morning boom to get the day started, huh? But yeah, Buckeye Nation, what's poppin'? Crazy Dog coming at you once again on the Buckin' Crazy YouTube channel with some Ohio State recruiting news. As just a little while ago, four-star tight end Nate Roberts out of Oklahoma officially committed to Ohio State. And of course, he threw a curveball at us because if you remember in my stream yesterday, I was talking about commitments happening after the spring game. Well, Nate's like, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm committing before the spring game. Of course, the spring game's coming up in about an hour or so on Fox. First ever nationally televised spring game. Love to see it. Now, what does Roberts' commitment do for the class? Well, it moves us a little bit closer to Notre Dame as we are now 1.83 points behind Notre Dame in the 247 team rankings with a score of 248.02, and we have 7 less commits than Notre Dame. So that means one more decently good commitment, and we passed Notre Dame. No, I can think of a few guys who could commit after the spring game, but yeah, this really gets the day started. And I'm freaking excited for the spring game because get to see the guys on the field for the first time. But yeah, Nate Roberts is officially a Buckeye, and we've been waiting for this for quite a while. And I'm glad to see him, submit and become a Buckeye. Let's go. He's a freaking stud. And of course, as you can see on your screen too, Coach Keenan Bailey, who coaches tight ends, he's pretty excited too. He tweeted out Ohio State with the TE capital, tight end. He's a tight end coach. Yeah. But yeah, I'm freaking stoked for Nate Roberts. I cannot wait to see what Nate does in his final year of high school, and that's what I do. You know, when we get commitments, I always like to keep an eye on them in high school, see how they do and root them on through their high school season. So it's going to be fun. But yeah, welcome to Ohio State, Nate. And of course, you're going to have the people saying, oh, you got to wait for him to sign first before he's officially a Buckeye. Well, the way I see it, I don't see him flipping. No, he seems like one of those guys that's going to be a Buckeye through the whole entire process. Now, he may take visits to other schools because that's what they do, right? But I think he'll be a Buckeye through the entire thing. And come National Signing Day, he'll be signing his name with Ohio State. So, yeah. Now, is this going to be the last commitment of the day? Probably, unless someone shocks us and commits out of nowhere, which I would love that. But the way I see it, this is probably the only commitment of the day. But you never know. Not hinting at anything, I'm just saying. But yeah, with that being said, guys, as always, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that bell. I'll be live on the main channel, Crazy Dog Sports, for Guardians and Yankees later on today. They got a doubleheader. Of course, the first game is going on during the spring game. So, of course, I'll be keeping an eye on that. But I'll have the spring game on the TV and the Guardians game on my computer. So, yeah, that's all I got. But yeah, as always, it's Crazy Dog coming at you on the Buckin' Crazy YouTube channel. Let's go Bucks. Spring game today. Can't freaking wait. I'll be live after the spring game to talk about my thoughts and what I saw, what I liked, what I didn't like, and all that other wonderful stuff. Maybe some overreactions, because that's what we do, right? We overreact to spring games over here. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. I'm Crazy Dog. Let's go Bucks. OH. I'm out. Bye-bye.